Hello. Hey, so I wanted to take an opportunity today with Stephanie Schultz. She is a personal trainer, and we're going to be talking about strength training and exercising and how and why it is good for our body, not only for weight loss, but just health in general. So, and we even look at the bigger picture and looking at our health. So I'm going to go ahead and let Stephanie. I actually met Stephanie in a business course. But what I'll do is I'll let her kind of share a little bit about what her business is around and why I invited her to come on to talk about fitness, and we'll run through a few things. And at the very end, we have something for you guys.
Absolutely. So I'm excited to share my business and my mentality towards fitness and health with everyone. So I basically help women ditch the dieting mentality, focus on strength training, and overall love their body. So I look at fitness and health at a very holistic approach. And the reason I say ditch dieting is because there's so many diets out there and it's very confusing for women, and we find ourselves like yo-yo dieting or restricting and binging and all these things. So I practice intuitive eating with my clients and just learning to honor their hunger, and then very much strength training, but I love any kind of physical activity, but I do promote strength training for women in terms of feeling confident, not just in the gym and in your workouts, but how that exudes in the rest of your life.
And just a personal story for you. That's your story. Kind of dove into that. You got into working, in the gym, and really got into strength training, and that really has been a big piece of your life personally, and that's what it's been for you. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. I went through like just straight up cardio all the time, and it wasn't fulfilling for me. It wasn't motivating for me. And then I said, hey, let's give this a shot. I'm scared to go to the gym, but I hired a personal trainer, right, to figure out what I'm doing. And I found empowerment. I found motivation from going and working out and lifting weights and feeling strong physically, but also feeling strong in my life, like in my career, in relationships. And it really honestly does like transition to the rest of your life. Like if you start off your day in that mindset, you're on for a positive day.
Yeah, totally. And so with that, I'm going to segue into a couple questions. Because even, some of the ladies I'm working with are either just starting out and maybe aren't doing anything. Some are. But when we talk about, let's just say even weightlifting or strength training, one probably the biggest, stigmas out there is we're going to get too big. And we can certainly bring kind of those things up. But just as far as when we look at weight loss, because we're going to be, a lot of the ladies I'm working with, we are looking to improve our health, and we're looking to lose weight. And so we're kind of skipping out. Let's just say we're just doing cardio. What's the importance? Why would you say the importance, or what's behind even strength training, why that's important?
Yeah, absolutely. That myth thing you were talking about, a lot of people who feel like they need to lose weight or lose a lot amount of weight, they think the answer is always cardio. And there definitely is a time and place for cardio, but strength training is important for any person, even if you do have a significant amount of weight to lose, because when you're building lean muscle, you are boosting your metabolism and you're burning fat. So what it does is essentially strength training kind of turns your body into this fat burning machine. So over the whole day, your metabolism is boosting because you're gaining muscle. The more lean muscle you have, the more you're able to burn. So I always, if people come to me saying, I want to lose weight, I'm like, great, we're going to do some strength training, right? Like there's definitely a time and place. You can add in cardio. It's an addition, but I think strength training, number one, I think it just helps boost confidence. And for any person who has a lot of weight to lose, it can be very scary and intimidating, but when you find that confidence in strength training in yourself, that's empowering. And then also just the physical benefits of gaining muscle. People think, oh, gaining, I don't want to gain more, right, when you're trying to lose, but over time it is going to lean out as you change up your diet and add a little bit of cardio in there. It's definitely beneficial.
Yeah, nice. So then if someone is just starting out and they really, let's say, we certainly have maybe at home workouts we could do, strength training, or certainly a gym. and certainly the ladies that you may work with, one is I would love to know, even, do you hear stories about women that just haven't incorporated at all and they're seeing not only results kind of from the results of starting to lift weights? Are you starting to see that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm running, I do a 12-week program, a guide to the gym, and I'm working with about 52 women right now. And some of them have zero experience going. And the number one thing that I hear is gaining strength in their upper body. As women, we tend to be weaker in our upper body, and they're tracking how much they're lifting, and they're like, week 1 was like 3 pounds or 5 pounds, like shoulder press or whatever movement, and like by week 2 or 3 they're increasing. And the reason they're increasing is, yes, they're getting stronger, yes, they're gaining confidence, but they're just learning the movements, and that right there will help you increase. So yeah, the women I'm working with, it's incredible to see. I'm really learning and seeing the physical and mental success and confidence that comes with strength training. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then I'll also throw in that I do have, it's not a coaching program, but an at-home guide, and there is strength training in there, which includes body weight. You can just use your body weight to do strength training, but it also includes just dumbbell workouts. And normally an at-home gym, you normally have lighter weight dumbbells. So in this style of strength training, it would be higher rep, which is a really, really, really good place to start. Because you're getting the main movements down, you're focusing on form, and from going from nothing to something, that is still a challenging workout. So, and even body weight, like body weight squats or doing push-ups, modified push-ups, like those are still challenging things. So I created that for a lot of my beginners, but also women who aren't in the gym yet. They're at home and they want something. What is some variety for me? And that's a great place to start.
Yeah, I love that. And I think, again, if we're just looking at those specifics, or we're just talking exercise and looking at, that can be a missing component and a hard habit for some people to kind of start to build into. Mm-hmm. So for you, like if you were to have someone that is a beginner or looking at starting out, certainly those higher reps, and certainly again in your guide, you kind of break things down and what are great exercises for certain body parts. And what would you suggest as a good place to start, as far as we certainly talk about building in healthy habits within kind of my group, and we're just kind of building on slowly as we build momentum and things like that. But what was if you're again just starting out, would you incorporate a couple days a week just to kind of start out?
Definitely. Yeah. I would definitely say maybe 3 times a week, even like every second day, because when you're just starting out and you do one workout, you're probably going to be sore for a couple days. So you want to honor your time for recovery. I would definitely also suggest, like shorter workouts, like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and then, always start small so you have things to work towards, right? So after a couple of weeks of maybe just doing 3 days a week, 30 minutes, okay, now I'm ready for 4 days a week. Maybe let's see if I can go to 45 minutes, or, incorporating different styles, or just doing one upper body dumbbell day. Things starting off small is key, because if you start too big, you're going to think, oh my God, I'm never going to do this. And that you're setting yourself up to feel really bad about yourself. So definitely shorter workouts, and definitely, giving yourself that time throughout the week and saying, okay, 3 days a week right now is where I'm at. And when I'm ready for 4, I'm going to move to 4. I'm all about
setting a baseline. I'm always wanting to set some form of baseline and knowing, hey, I want to try and beat a little bit of that.
Absolutely. And that's, again, it goes with goal setting and just saying, okay, this is where I'm at for these couple weeks. And then you're going to feel so good when you can accomplish 4 days a week, or a little bit of a longer workout.
Totally, I agree. And I think one thing is I want to mention your Facebook group. One is, I know, again, it can be hard just to walk into that gym. It can be intimidating for many people, just not either going in at all or feeling like it's been a long time. You're not familiar with the equipment, and, there's maybe big men in the corner, or whatever it might be, just it can be intimidating. So what I really love about what you're offering and what you do is you're teaching something that, in all honesty, is not necessarily taught, sometimes even the basics or an overall around this. And you're all about the confidence piece around it, about building confidence, and teaching around just even, again, walking in that gym and let me teach you how to do that. And once you start to, believe it or not, start to really try even a couple of weeks, you really do have it down. So one is, I wanted to mention your Facebook group, just so if anybody wanted to join it, for anybody to be a part of it if you're open to that. Just because what you're offering is really great. A lot of women are just getting so much out of that.
Yeah, so it's kind of a long name. If we can link it somewhere, it's probably easier, but it's called Ditch the Diet, Train Hard, Love Your Body, because those are my 3 main focuses. And yeah, it's so beautiful and interactive the way the women have opened up in the Facebook group, and you know, talking not only about your successes but your struggles. Like today I felt like I had a bad workout, and we were very open and honest. It's such a loving and supporting group, so if anyone wants some kind of support, feel free to join. And yeah, when I coach my women, I don't want them for it to be another quick fix or another program that's just confusing. I really want to educate them so that at the end of the program, they feel so confident to be able to walk into the gym and know what to do, or at least have the basis, you know, something to look at, a guide to go by, where they feel confident. I never want them to feel like, okay, well, like I did that, but now what? They always have an end goal to reach, and then something to do when they're not under my coaching, like how to move forward.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, totally love. And your stuff is certainly primarily around even the fitness, but it encompasses a lot of the emotional aspects that come around exercise. And so, so I think I just love, and I appreciate you coming on just to share. And it's certainly a big piece of what we're working on as well. And you just kind of certainly line a lot with what we're working with all together.
Absolutely.
So as far as, you know, one thing we want to mention is first of all, your programs are very affordable. But if we were to look at the at-home workout, that's probably one of the best places for a beginner to start with. Yeah. And what we'll do is I'll provide some, you know, a link. Is that probably best to maybe provide a link? If anybody wanted to look into that, I would strongly encourage you to do that. Again, very affordable. And what you walk away with just exceeds, you know, far beyond just, you know, several months worth of material. It's going to carry on for, you know, for a lifetime, in all honesty, for what you walk away with. So we'll do that. We'll provide a link for that, and then that you could purchase that. And Stephanie was going to even offer a bit of a discount for you guys too.
We'll talk about a code. We'll put it all down below. And if you decide to go forward, there's a little coupon box, and you can plug in what we decide our code to be, and for you guys. And the thing about the home workout, there is no coaching, but there's tips within the PDF, within your guide, and there's also videos that I'm showing each exercise. So if you're not sure what I mean by this exercise, I have a video that shows it, and I explain how to do it with proper form and modifications, because that's very important as well.
That's awesome. Love it. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else? Anything else I'm missing at the moment?
I don't think so. I think we're awesome. We're good to go.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much. I'll get all that info from you and see if I can plug all that in for everybody.
Yeah, sounds good. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Stephanie.
No problem.
Have a good day.
You too.